Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The drive starts with a completion, left side. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. There's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry for James Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. They'll find Everett there. Complete. Looks to throw. Fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Some max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the 1st.
I know the fans want to see 1st downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 6 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Gold with the extra point, so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 75 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw is gone. Caught here by Bell.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff out left. He's got it to Everett. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Connor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 50 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on first. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's gone. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
On now, the Bears' all-time leading scorer, Robbie Gould, kicking against his former team. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not 4 verts? One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
Still second down.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete. It's Bell. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On 3rd down, Hubbard, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. On third down, it's Hubbard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Offense.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Here we go, deep. Here I come. Here I come.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 38-14, the final score. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? Wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for all.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he's forced out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see into the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. This is Connor. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Goff now looking to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's Gibson trying to run inside, but nothing there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 10 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Throwing on third. Gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
They'll keep it on the ground. Covered. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Goff. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Goff. Screen. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run for it with Connor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Out of the gun. Gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Second down and goal. Goff. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
That's taken in by Henderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That ball complete to Isabella. Chicago. Andy Isabella, 94 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and it's third down. Again, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Isabella. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I know you felt that one.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.